Very good morning to you and welcome to the one-day special. It is myself, Fee, with the gorgeous Miss P. Here she is. Hello, darling.
How are you, Fee?
I'm good. We had a cracking morning, you had a cracking launch.
Yeah, well, it's been really busy, so thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who has got it, and also the messages online as well.
Lots of messages, lots of love and messages for our fantastic Paola's gorgeous concept in terms of our bundleless journals. Yes, now we did have a complete collection sold out. We've had some individuals sold out. We've got some back on extended and all sorts of things going on. You can still get the one-day special, which is the initial concept to get you started, and Paola's going to explain all about this. It is the mini journal and the gorgeous pages, the Boundless Journal, and it comprises of these 21 dies. I'm just going to show you all the dies first of all, because Paola is going to explain it, but you are saving £4 and you can make gorgeous, fantastic journals that you can add to, take apart. She's got so many fantastic ideas in terms of colouring books, in terms of larger pages, in terms of cards. Oh gosh, well, the list goes on. We're going to try and show you as much as we can. I'm just going to flag up the highlights just to start. 60% has gone already. On the individuals, and I'm going to go to Paola, I've still got the beautiful Geo Flower set, and I've also still got the beautiful botanicals. Now, this is the Geo Flowers. They're $9.99, the 13 dies. Now, this was part of the complete collection, so I don't want you to miss out on these. And they're absolutely stunning. It's an incredible, incredible collection there on the top half of my board here. Absolutely beautiful. I know Paola's going to be working with these as well. So you're getting all those lovely dies. 376309. And next to them, and working in perfect harmony, is the botanicals. So please don't miss out on those because they are exquisite. I mean, look at those together on this beautiful card. $9.99, 11 dies, 387108. And that's what it translates to. I should mention 40 dies. I'm obsessed. Let me get it in. 40 dies, 40 magnets, 40 magnets, Paola. Because I was like, well, you get double of this. No, there's 4 in each one of these lovely little foam containers. These are super strong, great for your tabs and your clasps and your journaling, and oh, they're just amazing. 40 of those, $9.99, 773-255, approaching 2/3 stock. They were flying out this morning. Let's go straight to Paola. It's her concept, 2.5 years in the making, and phenomenal. Please don't miss out.
Right, I'm going to start, thank you, Fee. I'm going to start with showing a finished one that I done at 8 a.m. So if you want to see how I did it, 8 a.m. is the show. And the kind of element that we have got here is that we have, this is why it's boundless, because once even you have finished, your locking key can come up and you can rearrange the pages at any point. How this does all work. So let's go back to basics. Let's go back to the beginning and kind of show you on here. I'm going to put it aside. Now, this is the die. So this is the one-day special, comes in with the page. So that is the die that will cut not all the pages, the page also scores the lines and creates the hole in the middle. Then you have the hinge in here. The hinge is this element that will cut and also scores the lines in here to create the perfect piece that will go through that hole. And then the most important thing, of course, those locking keys. You have got 2 different keys, both work exactly the same in terms of locking the mechanism in and binding all together. So how does it work once you have got the pages? Well, you have here, I have got a ready cut with the main page. So I have got some pages that have been distressed. So we have got these ones, you fold it in half, and this is the angles that I worked out, that took some working out, that you can just fold them in different ways and create different angles, different ways. Now you can also bring it that way, and you can see that then suddenly it creates even another way. So there is all these possibilities. Vellum, parchment, different ways you can do. Look at that. You kind of put it in here. Rice paper. This is from William Morris, from, of course, indigo blue. You can turn it around as well. So you have got like different possibilities. And what you need to do is take your hinge, fold it inwards, and then this one here, and then that one in there. Can you see there? Now this, I'm going to show you why it's a secondary line, a scoring line. Then what you do is you position them through that V shape in here, and then kind of put it in there, put in there. Can you see it? You know, just insert them. Now, I'm not being careful about the order because remember, this is not bound together permanently because then you can put them out and about as you want. Then you have your locking arrow or key, and that will go through it, and then that locks it. Can you see how I designed that V shape so that kind of stays in place there? And then we have the journal bound. If you wanted to put a page on top of here, we have also the panels. The panels are, let me grab this one here. So we have the panels you can kind of cut into the card and out of the card. You have, so you can do like layer them together. So you could glue these ones like this on top of here if you wanted to hide the hinge in there, create more elements. You can switch around, you can put them like this and create even more angles. The same with this one, see, and you can create all this boundless element. You still even, let me show you. This one, for instance, this one is the one that has been attached to the hinge.
I love this one, Paula.
This is, thank you. This is also this element here that I just used it as a label. It comes with mat and layers. At any one point, I can unlock it, take it out, rearrange it, and then I have, so for instance, if I wanted to say, I wanted, oh, do you know what it would look nice? It would look nice with some parchment in between. So I can take my parchment out of this one, put this piece in here, matching it perfectly in this case, and then place it like this. So this is...
It is a colouring book. You know, you take out the inserts they've done and away you go, which is brilliant.
And then you put it there. And the thing is, like our director said, well, you know what, I like it before without the parchment. You can take it out.
Yeah.
You know, you can take, so you can do a storybook. You know, there is a lot of different possibilities. And then, of course, it will, if you wanted to, it will stand up as well. So it will stand up like a randomness here. So again, if I agree with the director, I can take it out. It's not bound. It's boundless. So
it's boundless. Add to it, take away from it.
And then we have it. There we have. So then there's different ways as well. Like this is using the same concept as well with different pages in here. This one is by, I think it's Leslie or Sheila. She just has used them exactly the same shapes. You can see how this one comes up in different elements. This one is on the same directions. And again, it creates a perfect element to create those ones. Then we have another element which I wanted to mention, which is the extender. Now the extender, let me grab it, is this one the right one, is this element here, which is of course the one that is special. And then you can, if you wanted to join two together, these ones can join them. So you can join, and you can join as many as you want. It's been designed to fit. So you can bring, I have got another one here, another which comes in with the score elements. And you can glue them. This one you need to glue them, but you can glue them, and you could go, well.
There's this one here, isn't there, Paula? This one.
Yes,
who
exactly,
made this one, darling?
Yeah.
Just while you're putting yours together there. This one here, so this is extended it all the way across the back there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 inserts. And you can see this one is packed with the cloth material as well. Paula was saying about the dies cutting, you know, to put your stabiliser on your cloth, and you can put that in there as well. And there was also one Paula showed me earlier as well, whereby, and she'll explain this now, I'm sure, we've got, instead of pencils, we've got it, you can extend out your binder and the chopsticks or your pen or your pencil, because that's another alternative as well with the binder.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Let's do that as well. The kind of the one that you can do. Let's see which one. Let's do this one because what you have, it doesn't matter how many pages you have. You can then put the hinge in here. So with the element with the more randomness in here, not random. Put it like this. Okay, so that won't go in, but then you can have the actual key, locking key, on the outside. And I did think, and this is one of the things that I did test it when I was, so you can have it on the outside. So again, you could have many of them glued together, or you can then go in with a pencil.
That's brilliant, so good.
So you can have a pencil there outside, and that won't come off because that's designed,
Locked
so
in.
it's kind of locked in. So then you have, and then, or you could be right beside, there it is, let's leave it there. Right, now the other thing I have done here is as well to put this second scoring line. So that's because, for instance, if we look at here, I have used watercolor card that is 300 GSM. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So it kind of became, if it was folded the same way, you couldn't even see it. But if you have those scoring lines both on the die of the main page, you can score them. Can you see how I scored them there?
Yes, yeah.
And then the same thing with the hinge. The hinge itself then has that extra scoring line there that gives you that extra width. So it creates more of a square kind of hinge in there.
Greater depth for your book.
Depth of that.
Yeah.
So there is all those different ways of folding, scoring, and of course you can create like with all your inking, distress and elements.
And that's not just that aside, is it? Where you can actually make in the die set itself, because I'm going to show you some of the panels there, that lovely geometric one, which is sort of very Japanese inspired with our oh, I've got that upside down, our geometric flowers there, which are still available. Then you've got the dies in there as well. Can you see those little hearts in there in the die set as well? Can you see the hinges there? 2/3 of the one-day special have gone now. Now you see that hinge, that's made an actual book there as well. This is beautiful because so much, and again, these are all in the one-day special. I think the arrows have gone now from the complete collection, but so many endless possibilities. I'm just going to show you a couple more of these fantastic samples that the team have put together because of the different angles that Paola's worked on, the sort of odd trapezium shapes there. You know, you can really see each and every one of the pages or have it quite universal as Paola showed us earlier in the other element that she had. And here, you know, you can, graphic 45, your papers, you can have the hardback to it and just, again, your inserts in there. I mean, you can make your lovely cards, as we said. Just so many. Please don't forget to check out your baskets. We are going to show you as many of the samples as we can, and Paola's going to explore as many ideas as you can because she's got the little paper clips in here as well, which are those little hexagons, and but Paola will talk about that. Oh, just amazing. 21 dice, £35.98, saving £4, 100613. Andrea sent us in a lovely email. She says she's so excited to get her one-day special. She has some of Paola's previous releases, and she can't wait to see how these work together.
Thank you, Andrea.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant.
Yeah, of course, that is kind of. The thing is, I have been designing dice for over 10 years now, and it's such an amazing thing to have now. My Miss B loves because it's like kind of having the freedom. So thanks to Crafts to, of course, Peter and Jane, Crafts to, and John Lockwood and Sam and everybody else.
Such fabulous design. There he is. Here's Mr. Lockwood. I'm not sure what poor old Sam thinks about that. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. You don't mean poor Sam, but a lovely photo of Mr. Lockwood.
Yeah.
Love this if you got that one.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Oh, that's
an insight into John's life here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, aren't they great? You see your journals, your photos, your card making. This is one of my favourites, and it's just your large die there, a kooky door. Isn't that brilliant? I just love that. Yeah, it is like a monster, a certain Disney film. Yeah, just fantastic. Please don't miss out. There's so many beautiful samples here on the show, so many ideas, and over 2/3 of the stock has gone very popular because it's so unique and so versatile. Talking of versatile, let's go see Paola and see it all in action.
Right. One of the things I wanted to mention is the fact that in the one-day special, you are also getting the panels, and you are getting I really love this Japanese pattern, and you can see that I cut out a mirror card. Look how gorgeous and regal does it look. And then you put it in here, and of course it will match perfectly if I put it like this, that side of here, so you could put it on top of here. Look how gorgeous that looks. You can tessellate it, so you can make it expanded. Let me grab this sample here, and tessellating means that you can expand it in here, so you can see how Art Angel has brought it in to can you see how expanded, kind of making it longer. Then of course this is one of the things you can use it as a stencil as well, but you have, and this is one of the reasons if you're going for the Boundless Journal, go for the one-day special because you are getting the matte and layer as well. And you have got the saving as well. So what I'm going to do, the other one that you are getting, not only the geometric, is that botanical one as well, right? So I have die cut those two and like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut the main piece of cards in here. And this allows you to create also random cards that are a little bit different. You know, the people in your life that you know, well, I cannot send him him or her, you know, butterfly or floral because they are not into it. And, you know, sometimes they're like this. Like, for instance, the director, who I name my little brother, I wouldn't send him a butterfly. I think he would have a little bit of an issue with that. However, something like this, botanical, it's fine. It's just a beautiful element there. But also you have got these elements, the geometrics. So what I have done here, this could be a perfect element for a kind of a bind. But you can also use it as a kind of a concertina sort of card. So you can bring it in. So I'm going to glue it. This is a kind of creative card making. So you can be, you know, think of them as just dies like any other die that you have in your collection that you then can be as creative. Yes, they are for boundless journals, but they are so much more. So once that you have these, okay, then you have created a kind of a random hinge card there. You can see there,
Lovely.
there. Look and see it there. And then all the other things you can do, because you have like I have created that hinge in here, you can then bring in, for instance, other elements to it. So let me bring, I'm going to be...
Vellum, your acetate you were talking about earlier. Just
now,
gorgeous.
for instance, other elements, so I have got like flowers. You can put flowers in here if you wanted, or you could bring the botanicals in there as well. So you can bring elements, for instance, or you could hang them like this. So they're kind of intertwining. So there is a lot, or you could, I think this would be really amazing, if you put maybe a sentiment here. So for instance, well, I'm not going to completely do it, but you could put the sentiment here. Hey, you are a bit lovely. Or you can put it in here. So there is a little bit of different ways. And this is from Leonie Pujol, my wife. But there is different ways. Oh, the other thing you could do also, let me show you. Okay, so we have elements like this. So for instance, the hinge in here. You can just create something random like that, but then you can bring in and create, and this is actually from one of the design team, I think it was Art Angel as well, that you can bring it like this, okay, like this. I'm going to show you. Put glue here, in there, and in there. And then we have a little pocket here. So I don't have, oh yeah, I have got some tags, well not tags, but elements from another one of the sets, but you have a little pocket.
Little tag pocket,
So you could have that in here as a tag, so you can then glue it. I mean, this is not making a very pretty one, but you could see they were...
Nice £20 note in there or something?
Absolutely.
Nice £50 even, lovely, a nice red one. Think big.
But you can see how now I have created a hidden kind of, almost hidden in plain sight, and then you could put, well, the note or whatever you wanted to have. But that's how the mechanisms, once you have them, there is no way where you cannot really use it.
It's just so versatile. So I would encourage everybody to watch back all the shows, because each time Paola is shown us something new, something completely different that you can do with this set. Now, 3/4 of the one-day special has gone, so please don't miss out. Please check out your baskets, £35.98, 100613. The glue applicators are at the bottom of the screen as well, 478338. I'm going to show you some more gorgeous samples. So this is a very romantic one. You've got all your little elements on there as well. You've got your tags, you've got your glossy accents there. You can use your favourite papers. Just beautiful. If you're keeping it very simple, you know, if you're using your eyes inks, there we go. And this is why you might want your magnets to close it up there, using all your dyes there to highlight it, different shapes, different sizes. We've got, again, the hinge just creating, if you like, a little mini booklet there. Isn't that beautiful? Well, all those little inserts in there as well. I've got the Diddy book. Isn't that beautiful? I love the Diddy book as well, with all the little Diddy inserts in there. I mean, it's just beautiful. Yeah, so cute. Look at this. This is almost like the gardener's pack. So this has all been wrapped up in some beautiful green twine, but inside, you know, you might have some seeds in there that, you know, your favourite, or it might be recipes, or it might be a little poem. That good, the little lollipop stick there. Just gorgeous. And then, of course, you have got those beautiful dies in there as well to adorn. I mean, look at that on the craft card. Isn't that gorgeous? Could be a notebook. If you want to keep it all uniformed and the same sort of side, you know, that you're giving to someone, then there are those options as well. But, of course, that fantastic difference of shape is what is so exciting. The way in which you can build, the way in which you can add. You know, look at this one, which steps out into 3. Isn't that fantastic? We've had so many fantastic emails. Congratulations, our lovely Paola, Angela this morning saying she can't wait to get it. You know, she's trying to watch on rewind, play catch up. I would encourage you just to do that for the ideas, but Paola's going to show us loads more in this hour and again in the 4 o'clock hour. But please, please, please do not miss out. We haven't even got to the little paperclip ones, which I love, which are the tiniest part of it all, quite frankly, but just gorgeous. £35.98, 100613. I want to mention the Geo Flowers as well, because they are stunning. And they're very, very dramatic. Paola used these in our 8 o'clock hour. Really beautiful. I mean, here we've got them with the botanicals as well. But you can layer them up. You can layer them up in sets of 3. They look great with your gold foil. Here they have, you know, you've been cut out there, and we've got painted underneath there as well. Those ones at the top there, and we've coupled it there with the botanicals at the bottom. But bear with me, I'll do it that way around. There we go. There's our lovely Geo Flowers, and here they are cut out of your favourite papers there as well. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. Yeah, you can see them all there. Just cut out of the favourite papers there and layered up as well. Just stunning. £9.99, 376309. And then the botanicals as well. These are at the top here. They are neck and neck in terms of proving very popular. People are, because they were in the complete collection, and people are obviously now getting them with the 1 day special. Absolutely beautiful, and part of just popping those into the cards there and into the sort of the extended spine there. I mean, look at them there in the craft. Isn't that beautiful with the Geo Flowers? Just gorgeous, isn't it? So versatile. Just please don't miss out on those. They're just gorgeous. Look at this lovely sample here. You've got all sorts on there, and then again making a concertina of it. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just love it. Oh, that's that lovely lady from...
Janet Klein from Alan Create. Yeah, Art Angel has done this one as well. And this is actually the reason why you want to go for the complete 1 day special rather than just the art journal, because that's done actually with the mats and layers, just using them and then hinging them together.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. So there are so many possibilities with the whole 1 day special.
Absolutely. So please don't miss out. £9.99 for the botanicals. 387108. Don't forget me, Maggie. Oh, can I just do my shot? Would you just oblige me? This is why I just push the just show you how strong the magnets are. It just makes me laugh. I'm such a child, aren't I? Just look how strong the magnets are. You're getting 40 of these. Are you ready? It just moves them. It just moves them. It just repels. Aha! Sorry, this just shows you how strong they are. I know, I'm such a child. That's it. It really wasn't worth it, was it, everybody? But thank you, Andy, for indulging me. There we go, 40 of those, £9.99. Perfect for your tabs and your journals and your closing the booklets there, 773255. Over 2/3 of the stock gone because you can't quite believe they're £9.99. The glue bundle as well, we mentioned as well. You get 118 mil of the craft artist glue, and you're getting 2 of those fine tipped as well. Yeah, 2 of the fine tipped applicators there as well, so you can fill those bottles up and never have your nozzle come stuck. 478338. I should just mention the journal die set is available on its own, but I personally wouldn't get it without your mini journal. But there you go, $19.99, $195,638. That is approaching limited. Once that's gone, it's gone. So it might only just be available in the one-day special. Alrighty. Paola, are we going to look at, you're going to chuck in a paperclip for me?
So yes, that's what I'm going to do, the paper clips, because they are, it's something that I remember when I was designing the locking key. I kind of thought, oh, I was going to do just a tag. And then I thought, well, a tag requires a brand. So how can I do something that locks it? So then I kind of thought the key, which is actually inspired by my old key, not my new key, not my new house. So don't worry, I'm not giving away the key of my house. But but this is kind of, but then I kind of thought my idea came of doing the locking key with that mechanism, that kind of element that has got that V shape. There, look at that. There you can see that kind of came up like this, so that kind of locked it. And then I thought, this kind of looks really like a paper clip. So then I kind of thought, well, what about creating paper clips that kind of create that element like this? So then you can also work as a locking pictures as well. Yeah. And that means that you can make them out of any color mirror card to create a metal element. You can do them on satin. You can do it on any card you want, even if you don't have mirror card. But of course, then that means if you bring it in here, you can see it, so I have got it in gold. But here, I just used it to create that kind of, this is glue, so this is actually a photo, kind of a photo corner in a way, because the photo is kind of actually locked in. So you have, if you go for the one-day special, you are getting not only the triangle and hexagon, triangle and diamond, but you also are getting the hexagon, which actually, incidentally, will fit perfectly in here. So you will have even more detail in there. So for instance, I'm kind of creating this card in here, and then we kind of go in, and you can do it in many different ways, but that kind of holds it there in place. And then you can do the same.
It's the smallest detail, but I absolutely love it because of that, because it's so versatile, Paola.
It's kind of, then again, adds that you can glue it, and then you have got the triangles, which again fits there. You can then have the smaller triangle if you wanted to add more detail there. And it has been designed on purpose, yeah, it has. And even the triangle, the tiniest diamond, which I haven't die cut, silly me, that will fit perfectly here. So if you wanted to layer with just that element, you could do that bit as well. So everything has been designed to work together. You don't have to, but it will work perfectly in there. Like, let me hold it here together.
Angela said, your demonstrations are inspiring, Paola.
Oh, thank you, Angela. It means a lot. Oh, thank you.
Huge congratulations on your new dies.
Right, now there is another demo. Shall I jump ahead or do
you carry on? I'm loving the demos,
because I'm going to put the dies back here. I don't want to miss any of the. So this is inspired by Archangel, one of the elements, one of her samples. I think it's amazing. Thank you so much again, Archangel, Leslie, and of course Sheila, and Julie Hickey as well, and John Lockwood and Sam. So basically, what you can say here, you join in, is the same one, right? Yeah. But you put them one facing up, one facing down, and then you join them. So you can use masking tape, washi tape, whichever one you want, whichever one. Let me put them properly, and then we are gonna put this here. Then place it there. And then kind of joining. Don't worry too much. If you wanted to put it perfectly, you can, but that's kind of joining them together. And then you still have the mechanism here to put another one in here, and you have, again, the hinge element in there. You can glue them if you wanted, so then it kind of hides away, because if you glue, and then of course you have the way of putting one of the arrows, the locking arrows or locking keys that come in with the set. So remember that you don't have to use any stapler, any hole punch, any a baker's
Fixer,
twine,
yeah.
everything. It's just the dies themselves, and then this kind of closes up like so, and you have, and then let's have the finished sample. I mean, how simple is this? Like that, right?
It looks so
and
different.
And then something like this that our angel has created with the mats and layers. This is why you need the mats and layers from the panels, because then you have. Imagine this. This could be a Christmas. It could be pictures of the family.
Family, yeah, the family tree.
And then this stands up as well in the mantelpiece.
Stunning.
Like
Yeah, 'cause
that.
it almost looks like a kind of house shape, as it
It
the
does.
outside of it there,
could
the
be,
background.
and it could be or it could be
Everybody in the
Christmas
family.
stories,
Yeah.
or the 12 Nights of Christmas.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we, with Derek was saying last night, he's like, well, I love the idea of, he's getting into crafting, but loves the idea of journaling, but it's like a journal is 48 pages, 30 pages.
It's quite vast, yes, yeah.
With this, literally can be just a couple
by
of pages
page.
at a time.
Yeah, you could just work on the page and then think, oh, I'll work on this other page now today, and
Absolutely.
then build it as you go.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing we wanted to mention, I mean, I'm trying to get as many ideas rather than making a project, because it's just kind of, I want you to get the idea of how to use it. Like, it's
Yes,
not
of
just
course.
one. Now, for instance, I wanted to create, let me show you one of these ones. So one where it has pattern paper in the front and pattern paper in the inside, right? Now, this, of course, if you know anything about die cutting, you know that there is a right side and wrong sides. So you need to be a little bit more conscious. So what I would recommend, if this is what you want to do, is first of all, and I know that the director now is gonna absolutely hate me, but it's like, because it's all black. Right. What you need to do is decide where the pages you want them to be, right? So because you kind of want to have, because you need to decide. So I like them like this. That works for me. It's fine. I have open up. Oh, maybe this one needs to be a little bit inside there. There it is. Maybe upside down like this. Or maybe like that. Let's do it like this. Okay. So you kind of change
Choices.
it as choices. They are there. That's fine. That works for me. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock it with a hinge if I have got a hinge somewhere.
Now, I should mention, so while you're just finding your hinge there, sorry to interrupt you there, Paula, the journal die set on its own has now technically sold out. So that is the journal die set on its own is now technically sold out. So please, you can only now just get like this in the 1 day special. So if you've bought that individually, check out your baskets. But to be honest, everyone is getting it in the 1 day special, because then you've got those lovely little paper clips and those extra dies there as well that Paula's included to decorate your pages there as well. So get them both together, because you get that £4 saving, £35.98, 100613.
Now, so we have got the pages there, right, like this. So what we do is, if you want to make sure that we put them in the right order, we kind of turn them over and then kind of place them like this. So turn them over.
And you were
like
mentioning the size of your die cutting machine earlier to me as well,
that's a
Paula.
very good point. Yes, this one you need an A4 die cutting machine. Any 4 die cutting machine that I have tested it will work on it. They are, of course, Crafts2 is the manufacturers of John next door, so it's the same quality. You know the quality of the dies.
It's because of that bigger one, isn't it?
Yes.
The page, the journal page, yeah.
And of course, one of the reasons is because when I was designing this, and it's taken 2.5 years or even almost 3 years at the concept. And Ben, who's floor managing and one of my closest friends, he has seen it from the very beginning almost. And one of the things, I tried to make it fit onto an A5 die cutting machine, but the problem was that then you were losing a little bit of that angle, and it was really difficult to make it look that it was random. You could, but then it became really small, and then it wouldn't allow you to fit. So I thought, you know what, A4, kind of. Right, so we have the journal here. And then what I want to do, for instance, I want the cover for here. So then I have put my die like this. So I know that this is the way, the direction that I need to go.
Right.
So then, for instance, I have got here some Tim Holtz paper, and I want to be very patriotic, and I want the Union Jack here. So I'm going to place it like that. And this, I know that this is going to go that way. So I'm going to place it, I'm going to cut it, because that's the way it is. And then you can fussy cut them, the mats and layers to be perfect. The other thing that you can do is, I did that with a bunch of smooth card or a watercolor card, white card, anything that you like. And then die cut it, or mixed media card. Die cut loads of mats and layers, especially if you have an electronical die cutting machine. You just feed them through. And then you have a stack.
Shapes, especially if they're reversible as well.
Yeah, exactly, because these ones will be reversible.
A lot of the papers
and then use those ones to stamp on the different elements as well. And then we have put this in here. So then we have the perfect mat here, right? So I'm going to put my glue. By the way, I love these bottles. They are so good.
Because you don't, I've seen John use them all the time as well, because you're not wasting, she said he actually uses less.
Yes.
Because the application is finer, but so you're not overdoing it, are you? You're not over-egging the pudding. Sorry, it's me. So yeah, you get 2 of those. I was just engrossed. You get 2 of the fine tip applicators, and you get the large bottle of the Crafts 2 glue as well. 478 338 999. So very, very popular, because no waste, and as we said, you just put the right amount on, and because of the fine tip application, especially for your dies and what have you, you can really get that application bob on.
Now, then the other thing is, like, how do we do the inside page? Because that, of course, that was the front. So it's, of course, the die upside down, right? Now, if you want to do if you want to fussy cut perfectly, what I would do is, if you have a light box, this is when you put it like this to the light, or to the light box in here, and then you can see exactly where you are cutting. If not, I look through the window, and then I kind of just go like, well, more or less, that's fine. Remember, it's a little bit random, because what we are cutting, the shape, but this is the side we want.
Yes, I understand.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is why, one of the reasons, it's funny, because I remember crafting one day and thinking, I need to get one of these ultralight light boxes that we, from time to time, we have. And then I remember when I was doing the show, and I said, there is one reason, I know I need one, but I forgot what it was. This is the reason. If you want to fussy cut some paper and you want it to be spot on from the back, this is the reason. So now we have this one that will fit. Can you see it? Perfectly like this. So again, this is one of the top tips that I just wanted to make sure I explain how to create the perfect mats and layers. And this is why you really want to go for the one-day special with the mats and layers, because it gives you the ability to do this as well. And of course, then you can then use these other ones if you wanted to. Just place it like this as well, and create another flap in here. So you can see here, you can see Iceland, you can see the British Islands, you can see Spain, Mallorca, and Norway as well. Norway. Right. It's just, yeah, we're planning. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you again these elements, and then of course remember, you can take them out and rearrange them as you wish, because they are not bound together, but hold together by that hinge and that locking key.
Fantastic. Now, I will say 80% of the one-day special has now gone. Don't forget, you need those matte and layering elements, which are these dies here and there. Can you see them there? There we go. You can see it around the outside there, and you've got them there for the different pages. You've got those fabulous little paper clips there in the different sizes, the extra shapes. And don't forget, you know, with those extra shapes, you can make beautiful cards as well. And then you've got the actual Boundless book there as well. If you've got any questions, we'd love to hear from you as well. Studio at, what's it called? studio@thecraftstore.com. And you said the other one, I don't know. And then, of course, on the face cloth, you can let us know as well. But just some more beautiful samples from the team here. And they're gorgeous. And it's just a lovely way as well. If you've got some gorgeous papers, you want to use your cardstock. And I love this one. I haven't really properly looked at this one. This one's made out of this is the large die, as you can see. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, and
That's
also this is
beautiful.
another point that you can show there, because if, of course, once you have got this shape like this could be a perfect tag hole.
Perfect.
A tag hole, so you can have a
slot
tag
things in
here.
or tickets or memorabilia or photos or. Yes, indeed. Yes.
So yeah, you
natural
kind of
pocket.
a natural pocket in there, and of course you can cover it if you wanted to. You can obviously cover it. You can put a decorative element. So you could put one of the tabs in here, and then do like a tag in here, or just glue them together. So you don't have. I mean, I do like how that looks. It starts looking. So you know, ultimately you have a shape in there. One of the reasons that I kind of someone asked me, it's like, why didn't you do a mobile hinge? And this is important, like a movable hinge, or a hinge, or the spine rather, spine. And the reason is because you can see that the width here is different to the width here or here.
Yes.
So if I was making it movable, it would have to be the smallest point, so then it wouldn't go to the point.
Right.
That's one thing, but also, ultimately, I wanted something that was quick and easy as well. I wanted something, in a way, I was thinking of myself, but also Leone, because she's like, she just wants to die cut elements and just put it together, not have to think. And if you have to move and you have put position the spine, you are wasting time that you want to be doing elements in here. So that's one of the reasons why I've done that.
Oh, okay.
Right, so shall we do a little bit of with the panels? I'm going to do, and using the botanicals as well. We have in the show.
All the self-appetizing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also I think we have do we have the mixed media, or Matt, or not? It's not on the show.
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz this with water. And I'm using spring green, and then I'm using sea spray. Sea spray.
All 4 bundles are on the website there. We've got some new configurations there as well. It's £19.99. You get 4 of them, and they last a long time. Or you can go for all 3, which is the slightly different, because that's one of the newer flaming set, the flamingo, the wild rose, and the cassis there for £14.99. The one Paola's using there is the grungy set there, with the turquoise and the spring green coffee and the blue moon.
So now basically I'm dabbing into a little bit of the color, and then just using them almost like watercolors. And there, so then I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. I'm loving these mixed media matte, which I'm creating a little bit of a mess, but you can see how much color do they have in these elements. Now I'm going to go in with then kind of put it in here and kind of dry it out, give it a little bit of color, and then kind of bring it in there as well. So kind of bring in a little bit of color in there. And again, I'm going to lift it up because I want it more subtle. And then of course you have kind of the sky, the elements in there, the clouds. I've just done it randomly, never done this technique before. Didn't think I didn't know if it was going to work, but I knew it was going to work because the icing sprays are amazing. I love the colors. I love the way. So I have got here, you know, some days where I was a little bit bored, I guess. No, I wasn't bored. I just wanted to, I wasn't necessarily wanting to craft, but I wanted to kind of get ready for the shows. So I die cut a few of the botanicals.
Oh, lovely.
Now this, for instance, this I wanted to show you again. I have shown, kind of going to show you as well these pages in here. So we have, what it is, not these pages, these elements. So this one comes in with the matching one. Now this is, it's funny because I'm gonna say it. I used to design for 10 years ago for a very big company, die cutting company, and their starter kit that comes with their flagship machine still 11 years later or 10 years later still comes with the same design kit. And I was one of the first ones to design a solid and then an intricate one. So some people now, a lot of do it, but then it was like, yeah, I did it.
You were a forerunner there.
Well, it kind of, yeah, it's kind of a nice thing to say that I actually, well, not the first one, I'm sure I wasn't the first one, but one of the first ones to do it. So then, but you can see in here how you can bring those elements in there. Now, if you wanted, for instance, this one in here, I kind of want to cut it a little bit shorter. And also, again, I want to thank John Lovewood because he has been so, for instance, I designed the dies and then he's like, well, there is a space for a little bit more. So I designed this one, or hand draw this one, and then he's like, well, there is a space for more. So
he doesn't like wasters, Mr. Lockwood.
Yeah, so he did the little ones. So he said, like, I can put you the little ones. So things like that. This is one of the reasons I love working with crafts too. And John is because he will think, or for instance, the little ones, you can then add them if you wanted to. But I'm just going to leave it like this, because then you have a panel here. And then again, I'm going to just glue it in here. And then just put it there. And then just kind of go in. I don't know what I'm doing now at the minute. Just kind of going in, but okay, there. there. Kind of, I like this one as well. That's so cute. And the little dots, by the way, if you have like little pearls, little diamond teas, these ones will kind of be perfect placement for them.
On top, yes. Now, half the stock of the individual botanicals there, 11 dies in total, $9.99. Half the stock has gone of those, and you are getting 11 of those dies. So it is the top half there for the botanicals there. 387108, $9.99. Half the stock has gone. Beautiful. We love those. Gorgeous.
And then now, of course, I have got here, you know, this is the thing, you can mix and match. So this is from actually else, with, you know, and look at that, how you can use a little bit of a washi tape, make things, but that's kind of, then you can bring in then one of these folded ones. Now, if you wanted, so you can see here that I haven't popped up this element. Again, remember, you can, so this one will be like this, and then of course you can make it so it kind of goes like this. So that kind of thing is, but that's upside down. But then what you can do as well, kind of the thinking is, well, first of all, if you wanted to use it as a main card, you can then put it like this.
Yes, I like
that. So you have a
angles.
kind of completely random element in here. Now, if you don't like the hole in there, again, use washi tape.
Yes,
you know, use something like this, or you can, you know, you have the spine in here, so you can cut it. This is already cut it. Cut it this bit here. Okay. This is to create. Then you bring it in. And this is just to cover the hole. Right, so then we put it here. Now we have had a question. So Annie, the question was, what was the weight of the recommended for the key and the hinge? That's a very good point. This is actually one of the reasons why I'm quite proud of this collection and how long it has taken to design it, every single element. I would say do not use cards. So anything above 216 GSM has worked up to, I have used up to 300 GSM. So anything between, that would be great. In terms of the mechanism itself, if we will come to here, this, what I have used is mirror cards, so it's about 280 to 50, and I die cut it twice and glue it together. So we are talking about 500 GSM, and it still works.
Fabulous. And we've had another email in from Amanda. She says, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for bringing this wonderful concept and design, Paola. I can see the love and care you've put into this inspirational project. It is so versatile and offers so many creative opportunities. We're so lucky to have you on the craft store. I'm so pleased for you. Thank you so much, Paola. Love and hugs, Amanda. Oh, you're feeling the love, Paola.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much for all the emails as well and messages. But just wanted to show you that here I have covered the hole inside it, so it doesn't quite show. But you can see that it's just a simple way of using the card elements in there.
It's gorgeous, and I love the angularity. It's just so different and eye-catching, you know, rather than just the normal square necessarily. It's just really brilliant.
And then, of course, you can use those paper clips because I just adore it. I just kind of... Right, and then of course I'm going to show you as well. Going to show you the flowers as well, because I have shown this before, but I want to show you again. Now I'm going to just grab and clean my mixed media mat just quickly.
I'll show the dies. I'll show the dies here. The Geo Flowers here. Here they are. I'm going to put. that there, my card on the top. Now, half the stock of the Geo Flowers has gone. Half the stock has gone. $9.99. But they do work beautifully with the botanicals, just to flag that up for you. 376309. And here you've got a lovely card with both the Geo and the botanicals. Isn't that gorgeous? It's really, really beautiful. Paola's used them a lot in her demonstration over the last day and a half there. So, yeah, don't miss out on those because they just, I mean, look at this. This might be the smallest little envelope there. Ordinary brown craft card envelope. How pretty. Can you see that there? And just on the front. A little detail, isn't that beautiful? $9.99, 376309. Right then, is your mat clean, darling?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry, it kind of needed a clean, and I need my brush now, kind of as well. So I forget what I am in. But now here we have the colors. Again, I use creme de cassis and Panamogram, and we have. So I just go in. So I die cut the flowers, and you can see there. And then gonna put the purple here. So look at the creme de cassis.
Yeah, that's in that new that flaming set of $14.99. The
set after. Now again, I'm gonna dry them because just it's a little bit quicker to do like this. So you can see how gorgeous do they look. Then you can shape them. These ones are based on a heart shape, so you can shape them if you wanted to. Let me put this away. So you can shape them like so. So you have that kind of element of dimensional flowers in here. But the other thing you can do is, of course, layering them on top of here. So you have the perfect matching, the intricate, and that the center is like solid, because then I wanted to make sure that, I don't know where I put it, a glue dot.
Oh, this, you know. Yes, you have got a sense. Yes,
but the other thing that you can do also, like, let's put a little bit of blue. So let's do a little bit of blue in. Oh no, that's not blue, is it? Dirty brush. Kind of do it like that. So that's the dirty brush for you. But you can see this one will give you just. Can you see there? That is just the inside, or if I turn it over, that matches perfectly in here. So you can do actually a double, let's put this one like this, a double, so a different element in here, or if we put this one like that, you can see it there.
I love that top one.
There's, look at that.
So beautiful.
And then you have this size, and then you have got the smaller size as well. So you have got that exactly the same way with these ones as well. And then you have the tiny ones, which are these ones, which we could do. Do I have time to do them as well? So we are going to put these ones in here. Let me put that in here. So this one is for the florals, the Geoflorals.
The Geoflorals, yes, and the botanicals.
Okay,
there.
so what I have got a piece of card, me being me, I've got 100 pieces of card in, well, 100,000, I would imagine, in my studio. It's again, our floor manager Ben they helped me moved my studio, well, my whole house, and we were wobbling together at the time. And that was like, it was so funny because it was just such a, so much stuff. It's just like, it took forever. But we did it, we managed to do it, and I wouldn't have done it without Ben and Ash. So that's just, now we have here, and then we have that in there, and there it is, and then we kind of push it together. So you can see in here, this one that I have die cut somewhere, let me find it, here it is. There it is, there it is, there it is. Here, so if I put this one, I'm gonna put it like this, well, this will show. There, then you can take these flowers, scrunch them out. Okay, so again, you can bring a little bit of glue in here, and then you can bring them in there, in those little tiny dots there.
Into the bottom
so
of the
then,
botanicals.
Yeah, so you can use the botanicals and the Geoflorals together if you wanted to. And then kind of...
I should mention as well, because we both have both the Geoflowers and the botanicals available individually, is $9.99. But just while Paola's finishing that element there, the one-day special is now approaching, or it is actually now limited stock. It is limited stock, so please check out your baskets. I know Paola's going to be with us at 4 o'clock with whatever stock is remaining, so make sure you don't miss out and check it out. Well, we'll just have a lovely time at 4, shall we, Evan? Whatever happens, shall we, darling?
Absolutely, but you can see in here that you can make a kind of a floral, kind of just see the flowers in there. But of course, it will look much nicer once you kind of color it in, and so on and so forth.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Paola.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for the lovely, lovely emails. Keep them coming. She'll be back for the closing hour at 4 o'clock, but don't forget to check out your baskets because it is now limited for the one day.